Hey everyone, I hope you're having a really good October. Let's unbox the Sideshow Collectibles 1/6 scale Jason Voorhees. Really like the box, love the artwork, and I'll be displaying the box behind the figure. So that is going to look really nice. You got Friday the 13th, nice and subtle here with the blood effect. Some great artwork and photography of the figure itself on the back. Really nicely done. What's going on the top? More blood. Yeah. Alright. Wow, he is big. I mean, I knew he would be, but he is bigger in person. It's pretty sick. Okay. Oh, like is that kind of like very subtle blood on the end of his pants? Got some blood on the shoes. Look at that neck. Look at those eyes. Oh. Come here, Jason. Let's get a look at you. Let's get a look at you, boy. Oh, that looks pretty damn sick. He's really intimidating. I wonder what kind of body this is. I've only had a couple of Sideshow Collectibles figures, mostly Hot Toys stuff or NECA figures and stuff like that, but this is definitely a new kind of body for me. By Sideshow, it feels very chunky. Taking a look at the accessories tray, we have a nice axe, nothing metal on there, all plastic. Same goes for that big ass machete. That's all plastic. Definitely no metal here. Two spare hands, the rod for the stand base, and Friday the 13th kind of embossed on there, nice and subtle. And there you go. You don't get much, but what you get is pretty good. And I'm glad that you at least get an axe. A choice between the axe or the machete. I've only seen parts of Friday the 13th Part 3, which I think this is based on, so but it does look pretty accurate to what I've seen. It's a very nice piece. That is one imposing figure. Just standing there looking like he's about to kill you. That is awesome. Doesn't need much. Just stands there being Jason. One of the most iconic horror characters of all time. So I saw a video on the Review Spot channel where he did manage to remove the mask, and there is a fully, it's all fully sculpted Jason Voorhees face under there. However, there's a little square underneath this bit right there, and if you do remove the mask, there's like this hideous kind of white square in the center of his forehead, and you'd have to try and paint that yourself to try and cover it up, but that's going to be a job. You'd have to be a pretty pro painter to match the paint job that's already on his head there with the skin tone. So again, they've done something very frustrating. They did it with Freddy Krueger recently, where you couldn't remove his hat, and if you did manage to remove his hat, what was waiting for you underneath was a nightmare in its own way. Maybe some kind of ironic joke from Sideshow, but they did it again with, well, they did it at first. I think Jason came out before Freddy, quite by a fair stretch. But they did it with him too. You're not supposed to be able to remove this mask, but if you do manage it, his face is under there for some reason, even though you're not supposed to be able to remove it. But I don't know. Who knows? But on this occasion with this character, I want Jason wearing his hockey mask all times, With Freddy, sometimes you want him to be doing a pose where he's holding his hat in his hand. Most of the time you're going to want Freddy wearing his fedora, but I don't know, with Jason here, I think it's mask on all the time for me. Yeah, really impressed. Would have been nice if this machete had been metal. Instead it is just plastic, but you got a nice blood effect. I mean, it's very bendy. I guess that's to prevent it from breaking. Well, that's the excuse they'd use. I wanted my metal machete. Machete. Well, it's a good thing it's not a metal machete, because this Sideshow body ain't even capable of holding up a plastic one. The arm just keeps dropping down. I wanted to have him doing some kind of batter. Look at that. Fresh out of the box. Can't even hold up his own plastic machete. Plastic machete. Alright, I've made a place for him in the collection room, so I'll just take him through, put him on the horror shelf, and he will complete my little horror trinity. Hey, Ruby. Oh, she's chilling. Let's go. Alright. Here's the horror shelf as it stands at the moment, and you can see where Jason is going to go. So just go ahead, pop him up there. Alright, there he is. Looks pretty sweet. Alright folks, that was just a little unboxing for the Jason figure. I'll bring you a full review on Jason very soon. But already I'm impressed. I'm looking forward to getting in depth with him, seeing what I can tell you that you haven't probably heard already. It's been out for a fair while. I learned a lot from watching the review spot videos on this guy. And I know there's a lot of other reviews on Jason, I just didn't get around to watching them all. But I am liking him so far. But yeah, review coming very soon. So there's Freddy, Chucky, Michael Myers, soon to be joined by a couple of more Michael Myers, Werewolf, Vampirella stuff. Yeah, check out the channel if you're new. There's loads of custom mod stuff like that. Crazy vids, crazy. And the battle damage version of him has been released in Hong Kong today, and I've had that on pre-order for a while, so that's coming like in a few days now. I'll be reviewing the battle damage version of him, so keep an eye out for that. The Arkham Knight version by Hot Toys of Batman is coming probably Thursday or Friday. I've got some amazing custom capes from Unreal Customs coming to review as well, so I'll be showing you what's the score with those. We've got 2 for Wonder Woman, a new one for Superman, a new one for Batman, and a new one for this guy up here, the 1/4 scale Hot Toys Dark Knight Rises Batman. So yeah, keep it locked on the channel. There's going to be a lot coming at you over the next 48 hours. It's going to be pretty intense, so strap yourselves in. I'll see you real soon.